Hey miners, Mining King here. Today I'm going to be cleaning out my rigs, so let's get right into it. Well, the one bad part about moving all this stuff out to my garage here, which this PC, I think I just need to junk this thing. I mean, I could probably switch out this PSU, but it has some proprietary connectors and all this shit, and it just won't boot anymore. So I think I'm done with it. I've troubleshooted it for a couple hours. It's probably going in the trash. I've had it for years. But I got my CPU mining rig right here, mini Doge, 6600s, test bench, and we have the two Octa Miners, and then of course my S19 that is currently off. So I need to I want to clean everything out and dust everything out, so stacking everything in front of each other is going to be kind of a pain in the butt, because I have to take everything out and pull these racks out and then get to the Octa Miners and then pull them out and clean them. So, well, we better start getting to work. Well, so the first rig we got here is going to be my 5900X CPU mining rig right here. It's on a 450 watt power supply. I've had this power supply probably 3 or 4 years. Always really liked the Corsair quality. Well, let's blow her out. Well, that was pretty gross. We got quite a bit out of there. Let's go ahead and let's do the 6600s and the 2080 Ti. Let's get over to those guys. So I blow out my mining rigs about every other month is my schedule, and it's been about 2 months. So you can see there's a little bit of dust buildup here. I'm actually going to take the GPUs off of the riserless motherboards here and clean them individually, so this way I could actually get in here and blow inside of the cards here, because you're not going to get a very good angle. So let's go ahead and unconnect all the cards and we'll get them back in. Man, were those 6600X, these RX 6600s, these are the Sapphire Light Edition. Whew, these things were dusty. I wonder if maybe if I skipped over these or not, but I'm glad I got to them now and decided to do this. I do try to do it, like I said, every other month, sometimes maybe every other 2 months, but I do try and get them pretty clean. They're pretty good, but you can see that there's, I'm gonna say, some dust, as you can see here on the fan blades. Usually once a year I'll take the cards apart and I'll clean them all out and then put new thermal paste on them. Depends on how hot the cards are running. If they're not needed to have thermal paste on it, I typically just leave it on there until an issue actually arises down the road. But it depends. If you're going to have cards hosted, I suggest you obviously put new thermal paste on cards if they're going to be hosted, not at your house, because you won't have access to actually change out your thermal pads and paste and stuff like that. So doing some preventative maintenance ahead of time is always good if you decide to be hosted somewhere. But now let's go ahead, let's get these bad boys back in the rig. Alright, one thing to keep in note though, I didn't say this before when I got into this. It's not very imperative, I guess, with NVIDIA cards. It's going to depend on your overclocks. But if you have different cards, or you have AMD cards, because we all know AMD sometimes this card might be at 780 millivolts and maybe this one's at 750 or whatever. Make sure you take them out in the correct order and then also put them in the correct order back. Otherwise you will have some issues with your rig when you put it back in. So just make sure if you take the cards out to put them back the exact same order that they are on the board or however your mining rig is set up. Okay, now we really just need to blow out this little doge here, so I can't. So what we really need to do is I need to move this rack and get to my Octa miners in the back right there, because that's what I really need to clean. So let's do it.
Fluxpools.net would like to announce a new weekly lottery for loyal miners that support their project. As you might already know, Fluxpools is operated by the people from the Flux team, as they want to provide a safe and transparent mining experience. While the Flux project does not take directly from the pool, they do give a portion of the fees back to the Flux project because they understand that both the project and the miners are what makes this pool possible. Fluxpools has given away nearly 5,000 Flux a month back to miners. The new Flux lottery gives 5 lucky winners $50 each in Flux each week when you have a 95% uptime on your rig. There will also be a bi-weekly winner who maintains 99.5% uptime. That winner will receive 1.7 kilosouls of hash rate for 48 hours to their wallet. Fluxpools has also announced a 0% mining fee and 1% parallel asset fee forever. This on top of the weekly loyalty program. You can also earn up to 3 Flux per week. That giveaway prize will be sent directly to the mining address and nowhere else. Furthermore, Fluxpools.net has just launched a Neoxa pool with a miner loyalty program where you can earn up to 1,000 Neoxa for up to 1 gigahash each week with 0% mining fee for the first 30 days. Please do not mine directly to an exchange, as your rewards may be lost as a result. Come see why Fluxpools.net is a great place to mine.
All right, guys, we got the Octa Miner out. I would say on a scale of like 1 to 10 of getting it out, it's like a 3 or a 4. It's in there a little bit, but I'm able to get it out pretty easily. Do I want to do it all the time? Not really. So as you can see, here is my Octa Miner. Fans are pretty dirty. It hasn't been that long since I cleaned these things, but I know that it pushes a lot of air through this, which means that it is going to collect lots of dust. So I do need to get this cleaned up here. So I will be cleaning all the cards, and then I will be cleaning the fans, not like with rubbing alcohol and stuff, but just getting everything dusted out. I suggest if you guys, now I live in a very dusty state, right? I'm in Arizona, so you may not have to clean these as often, but I recommend every other month, and that way you can really fight the dust buildup inside of your cases or mining rigs. All right, well, now that we got everything blown out, it does look like the next time I do blow this out, I probably need to clean these again with alcohol. They're getting a little gummed up and the air didn't really take off a whole lot. So I'll probably, on the next time I do this clean out, I'll probably clean these fans right here and get these all cleaned up. Other than that, it came out pretty good, I think. So let's go ahead, let's get all the cards back in and let's get to the next rig. Well, there you have it, folks. She is all back together. So let's get the lid back on and let's go get my EVGA rig. All right, guys, we got the EVGA rig. Man, this thing is my baby right here. I love this rig. This is all 37 ETIs, except I do have one 3080 Ti right here, as well as one of these GPUs is signed by Panda himself. As you can see, this is probably going to be the last cleaning before I go and get some Q-tips, take the grills off, get the fans off, and probably on the next cleaning I'll be cleaning all of these fans with the rubbing alcohol. This is getting pretty gummed up. So both of these rigs were hosted somewhere else and then came back to me for a little bit. So well, let's get these guys out of there and see what they look like. All right, guys, we got it all cleaned up. Man, I could not touch any of this stuff right here. So next time we'll have to get out the rubbing alcohol, start scrubbing. These fans need to get clean. I'll probably do it on the next cycle. So anyways, guys, this was a really dirty job, but hey, somebody's got to do it, right? So just a little farm maintenance today. That's all that's on the agenda today. So this is the Mining King giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.